Welcome back to the channel, guys. Introducing the latest product from Xshot, the Insanity Dart Holder series. No, I'm just kidding. I promise you guys, there's a blaster in here somewhere. I promise. Before we start today's video, I want to congratulate Paper Skeletons 3D. You should follow him on Instagram and on YouTube. You are officially the first winner of our 2,000 subscriber giveaway, the Dart Zone Max Dictator. That was a great comment, and with your 3D printing skills, I cannot wait to see what you're gonna do with this baby. I'm gonna be announcing the second and third winner in the next 48 and 72 hours consecutively. That'll be in the community post, so stay looking out for that. That's much better. What's up, guys? It's your boy Not Enough. Today we're gonna go over the Xshot Insanity Berzerko. This is a new product from Xshot, but it brings a lot of new things for a table that we might have missed behind all those darts that we kept seeing in the pictures. All we saw is this big old modularity ecosystem and nothing but these big old drums and big old dart holders and more dart holders. And guess what? More dart holders with more darts. Behind all that, it's normal to not be able to see the real product. And there's actually a great product behind all that that brings great value to the table. So we're looking at a bolt action carbine unit. It is a thumb hole design. However, with my large to extra large hands, I didn't really have a problem with it. As you can see, I'm able to ascertain a good purchase on the blaster, and my index finger is ready for the trigger at any time, no problem. Has a very nice full-size Picatinny rail from this cool little pseudo site. It kind of reminds me of a blaster that we actually just reviewed. If you saw our Xshot Chaos Orbit, very reminiscent of that design. It's a see-through design with a little plastic orange reticle. Not sure if you can see, but there it is. Very, very cool. Has a little muzzle piece here in front. Kind of a little reminiscent of the new iteration of the Xshot Reflex. If you guys noticed, Xshot moved on a long time ago from having the open, exposed, rotating barrel with the Xshot Skins Griefer. Very cool design. They have a little muzzle piece in front. Consider this the carbine version of that. Rotating barrel, which is supported here at the end. It does have a muzzle piece at the end with plenty of room to let the darts just freely exit the muzzle without any obstruction. Now, it does come with two bolt handles. You can remove them from either side for if you just want to have right side prime or left side prime without having the other side in the way. Little hole in the stock. As you can see, I was able to mount my little sling mount strap right here, even though it's not an official sling mount. But then you also have this small hole here. If you want to use kind of like a key ring instead to form your sling mount, you can do that. And then you got this very, very cool kind of like a royal mixed with sky blue color, the Xshot and the Insanity logo in orange. Really, really cool. The barrel is translucent. As you can see, I got some Dino XL darts in there right now. Spins with every prime, and the prime is auto return. I know some guy was asking me about that in my community post. Now, one of the bigger things we might have missed out of this whole Insanity release, again, behind all those darts in the pictures, we never really had any 8-shooter revolvers from Xshot. And I really noticed this when me and Ms. Not Enough were having a planning session about our 6-banger and our 8-banger videos. If you guys watched our 4-banger video, it was one of our earlier videos. Obviously, there was a lot of talk in the community about you guys wanting to see a 6-shot and an 8-shot revolver face-off as well. We've seen plenty of offerings from Hasbro, such as the Hammer Storm, the newer Elite 2.0 Wildlands Edition, Trailblazer. They even have their own carbine, which I think competes very well with this new Insanity series known as the Elite 2.0 Eagle Point. I still have to review this at some point. Maritime, let's get that joint multiplayer review going. 4 people, let's get it in. Dart Zone has their own 8-shot blaster known as the Quickfire 8. This actually has had 2 different iterations by 2 different other companies. I think Stats Blast had it as the Rapid 8. Air Zone sold this blaster as the Renegade. A very interesting story and history behind these two. I'll probably discuss this in another video. And of course, we have the Buzzbeat Thundershot, which I do not own, but that one is an 8-shot blaster as well. But it's cool to see Xshot delving into the 8-shot revolver territory. This is something they hadn't done yet. I think the closest they came was on the Last Stand blaster, part of the Skin series. It has 16 shots or something like that. So this is really cool to see. Without further ado, guys, let's get into some unboxing, and then we're gonna do some testing, and then we're gonna give our final thoughts. Let's get into it. right, guys, so this is the Insanity from X-Shot. The model that we're gonna review today is the Berzerko. The vibes I get from this is kind of like a modular extension of Excel, if you will, because of all the attachments and extra things you can do to the blaster. The lettering here where it says Insanity is actually embossed. It's 3D, it's glossy, whereas the, once again, honeycomb background is more like a matte. I love the attention to detail on the little things that X-Shot is doing with their packaging. Now, this image here of the blaster with all the attachments on is a little overwhelming. A lot of us are used to seeing that with the early leak pictures of this product. I could say with absolute certainty that once you see this product on the shelf and you see it more with its clean look, it is a lot more appealing. So let's go ahead and get this baby out of its cardboard confines and see what we're looking at, guys. And there you have it, guys. You got your 48 darts. These are of the new variety of darts that were introduced when the skins came out. They got this really cool hexagonal piece in the center and then two little chevron arrows on either side of it, and that goes right through the head as well. Now, even on these darts, which are the ones suggested for the standard front loading blasters, in other words, the non-sealed breech blasters, they even have a narrower head than the body. This is very reminiscent of the chili or watermelon darts, as you may know them from Dart Zone, which despite being made for most flywheel and front load springers, they also have a ever so slightly narrower head, which allows a dual purpose use as a sealed breech dart as well. I really appreciate that. And it's cool to see a blue and orange classic color variation reminiscent of the original Elite darts as well. Got these dart holders, which in combination hold 23 darts, would be 24, but the holder itself takes up one of the slots in order to mount to the existing Picatinny rails on the blaster. And then this little top mount holder, which is pictured in most advertisements on the top Picatinny. It's kind of counterintuitive to have some darts blocking your sight right there. But as a principal rule, extra dart holders are always nice to have. Extra storage is always welcome. And I know that that's the main characteristic of this Insanity line, onboard storage. Right here, you have your bolt handles for either side. You can either put one on each side or you can put just one depending on your play style. Now, very interestingly enough and refreshing at the same time, this box did not come with any manual per se, but it does have some basic follow diagram instructions here on how to operate everything from the bolt handle installation all the way to the trigger pull. I thought that was kind of cool. And then of course you have your Insanity adapter, which is the adapter that you would use to connect this blaster to your other Insanity blasters and their Picatinny rails. Not gonna lie, but as a traditional X-Shot blaster user, I really appreciate just the clean look without any of the dart holders on it. But I know obviously if you're going to go into a battle, especially some kind of HVZ battle, you want to have as many darts on board as possible. I personally would probably opt for a dump pouch option because that's just my playstyle, but your playstyle might vary. Now, somebody in the Pro Longshot video comments said something about this feeling like a bolt action reflex 6. As much as I want to entertain that and as much as that sounds cool, this is a lot more than that. First of all, we have an 8-round drum instead of 6. We have this beautiful translucent color. I really like what X-Shot is doing with the translucent experiments. All the mags on the Pro Longshot were translucent orange. The little window on the plunger tube on that blaster. Here we have a very nice, brilliant orange translucent drum. And I don't know if you could see it on the camera right away, but I'll try to get close and zoom in a little bit. We only got halfway dart posts, guys. The dart posts only go up to here. Matter of fact, I'm still not 100% confident I can load half darts on this. The dart would have to depress the air restrictor in order to fire, but what do you guys say we take this to the mini range and we get to confirm in all these details and also see how this baby shoots? Let's get it, guys. Honestly, zero surprises. X-Shot has proven to us again and again that their standard toy line is above grade. While Hasbro keeps sticking to this religious 70 FPS for God knows why, the other companies are literally running circles around them, number 8s around them. X-Shot even has a Pro blaster now, while their normal blasters have been hitting 80s and 90s for like a century here. So Hasbro, you got a big slippery hole to climb out of. Now to clear something up, guys, during the unboxing, I said I would investigate to see if this barrel shoots half-length darts because it does have a half-length post in there. However, I think that post is more related to their air pocket technology, where the darts get progressively tighter as you push them in versus just having a tighter section right at the back like some Hasbro blasters and older X-Shot blasters have. This is more like a progressively gets tighter air pocket. I really like that new design. I'm pretty sure there'll be some 3D printer designers that will come out with kits for this awesome blaster at some point. But for now, out of the box, you can shoot your Excels, you can shoot the new waffle style darts from X-Shot, no problem. But no half lengths, guys. This one's gonna get an approval for me. Needless to say, you guys can tell by my energy that I'm really emotionally connected to this blaster, and I know you will too. It should start popping up at Targets anytime now. I got some reports from some guys that these are sporadically starting to pop up in Targets. I think the sale price is $14.99 or something like that. That is absolutely berserk. See what I did there? No? I recommend you go out and get it. Go get your Pro Blaster, and then while you're at it, pick up your brand new Insanity Berzerko. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did enjoy it, I would appreciate it if you could hit that subscribe button. I have a lot of you guys asking me to review all these crazy blasters that are coming out. Unfortunately, these big companies, they don't look at engagement and views, which we got that to spare. They look at the numbers, guys. So hit that subscribe button, support your boy, and let's get this party started. If you like this video, you're definitely gonna like this one. Catch you on the next one. Stay blasted, boom, bam.